Welcome back. Well, it's a good day here on WTOL 11. Time to get a little artsy.
Yeah, it is. And we have Kim Rhoney. She's one of the many artists you will see this weekend at the annual Levis Commons Art Fair. And Kim, you were able to bring some of your artwork as well. So we'll get into that. So tell us about this art fair. How many years have you been a part of it?
So my youngest child was in a stroller, so she just turned 18, so I'm thinking about 15, 16 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's been a nice show for me. I'm not too far away. I'm in Milan, Michigan, just about 30 minutes north. And I love the show because it's not super big, but there's a lot. You can get coffee, you can get lunch, you can get, if you get hot, you can go in air conditioning, you can shop, and then there's still a great selection of artists, so it's a really, really nice show.
Yeah, and what kind of, it looks like you do painting.
I do.
Talk a little bit about your work and how long you've been doing it.
So I've been marketing my art professionally for about 20 years, and I have been painting much longer than that. I have a BFA or fine arts degree from Eastern Michigan University, but my current work is, it's all done in oil, and I brought a couple tools today because the thing that makes my work, I think, a little unique is that I add cold wax to my oil paint, which allows me to work in layers, and I can apply several thick passages of paint and get some really great effects with paint. And then when it's done, it has sort of this luminous finish because of the wax, but it's archival and really strong.
Yeah, really nice. Thanks for explaining that. And Kim, really beautiful artwork. How long does it take for you to put a piece together, or does it depend on what you're doing?
You know, that's like, that is like my most popular question through the day when I'm in my booth, but it's a little bit hard to say. I would say it wouldn't be unusual for me to have this piece up on an easel for a couple weeks.
Okay.
And I might work on it for a couple days straight. And, you know, artists are quirky. You know, I could work on it 12 or 14 hours one day and 3 hours the next, and one hour a day, and then another 12-hour day. So it's hard to really ever say. I think I don't even want to know the math on it because that could be discouraging. But it's what I love to do, and I feel lucky to do that as my job every day.
Yeah.
Well, it's what makes them so valuable as well. You know, when you're walking around this show and looking at the different pieces, you know, to hang something like that in your home, you know the blood, sweat, and tears, really, and all the effort that has gone into making them.
And I feel like the people that go to art fairs to collect and purchase art, they do care about who they're buying from, and they want to know the backstory, and they want to have, like some of my collectors, they become friends over years because we have kind of this bond, and it's very nice. It's very personal, and I think it's interesting when people ask me really technical questions or want to know some of the details or the why of my work. So I think that's probably, you know, the most fun aspect of selling on in a fair format.
People come out and talk to you.
Yeah, they want to know. So I want to know, Kim, what's your inspiration? Because I'm seeing like a flower nature type theme. So
animals.
Is that what you go for with most of your pieces?
So yeah, that's a great question. So I tend to work in series. So like I have this, you know, if you guys travel a little farther north, you start to see those birch trees. So I'm a northern Michigan lover, and I have a series of woodland and birch works. I'm also a farm girl. So Perrysburg is, you know, a big farm area. So I always make sure I bring my farm friends because that's a nice market for that work. So I do cows, and I have, this is my my rooster, and he got banished from the pen for fighting, so he was loose with me for a few days, and really I got to see a little more of his personality, so he did some nice posing. And then this series is where I live in Michigan, in Milan. It looks a lot like Ohio. You know, you see there's no mountains in the background, and we have these beautiful meadows of pre and post and all around the farming, and so this is just kind of out my view in my mind. I take a lot of creative liberty, of course, with my work, but I am inspired by where I live and how I live, and I am connected through, you know, animal husbandry and farming and growing vegetables and fruit and all of that. And I'm a gardener, so, you know, I always have some flowers going on. So
beautiful.
I brought a little bit of everything.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, though, I could see that the what did you call it, like the luminosity of the wax.
Of the wax.
You can really see that, and it just brings it to life, really, and it just makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does. And I just, Kim, I appreciate how detailed it is as well. I don't have an artistic side to do this, and I know artists usually say we're all artists, we create, but this is just absolutely gorgeous, and I love to see that you're seeing real life scenes that are giving you inspiration for your.
And then I'm just taking liberties and having fun with the painting. So I would refer to, people always ask, well, what do you paint from? Well, I would have either on my iPad or printed photos kind of as reference materials, but then once I dive in and kind of start working, then it's kind of between me and the painting, and I let things go where they go, which is really kind of fun way for me to work, and especially in pieces like this and that. Yeah.
Just gorgeous. So you'll be among the, I think, about 100 vendors that are going to be at Levis Commons this weekend, the 19th and 20th, so that's Saturday and Sunday. Also, they have a little kids area set up as well. The TSA students will be there to help the kids on some projects, I think do some face painting as well. And so where can people find you? Do you know what booth you're going to be in?
My booth number is 71, and I look at our house furniture store, kind of right out my left-hand view. So
so you like her stuff,
easy
make
to
sure
find.
You pop over and find her.
Booth 71.
There you go.
Thanks,
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
so
coming
much.
today. We appreciate it.